here, back for another adventure. Not an overnight adventure this time, and a windy one at that. We are on Antelope Island in the Great Salt Lake. Here's our view. Now, normally the lake is clear up here, but obviously it's receded to way out there. We'll get a closer look at it in a while. Hope you can hear me over the wind. Little campsite down there. We're just in this parking lot. Me, Dylan, and Jude.
Dylan, I thought you could see space.
This island is loaded with buffalo, bison, coyotes, not actually antelope, even though it's called Antelope Island. They're actually pronghorn deer, quite different than actual antelope. So the island itself is misnamed after what they thought were antelope running around this island. It's just this huge, vast island. Right there, it doesn't look very impressive in the camera, but that is Frere Peak, and that is the highest point on the island. You can hike to that peak. That's something I plan to do in the future, but it's not something that's going to happen today. It's actually quite an expedition that would take about 3 hours. I don't know if it's one way or each way to get up there.
Look at the view from up here.
I'm going to.
That looks like Little Big Fish and it Minecraft texture pack water.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, if you're wondering about the logistics of everything, Salt Lake City is way down there and not even close to the lake. Like everybody who doesn't live here thinks it's right on the shores of the Great Salt Lake, and it's not. Way out that way we have other cities way off of the island. So here's a map of the island, and as you can see, it's kind of shaped like a big seahorse, kind of.
Yeah.
Frere Peak would be here. Where are we? Does it say where we are? I'm not sure that it does. Anyway, I've got to keep these guys under control.
Ready to go hiking?
We're gonna hike up here to Buffalo Point. It is a windy fall day, and I'm doing my very best to film this, but it's gonna be noisy. We're gonna hike up here to the point, Buffalo Point, and it's no doubt gonna get windier as we go higher. So I apologize for the wind. There may be a lot of music in this video if it's too windy, too disruptive. We're gonna find out. Buffalo Point Trail. So to get to the point, we're right here, and we're just hiking up to here. This is a loop that you can follow around, and we're not doing that. It's from campground to campground. We're just right here. Let's go. Go up the trail.
Which trail?
That one. Yep. Uh-huh. That's the point.
I don't know why, but I like climbing now. I don't know why.
Because it's fun.
I know. That's how someone starts liking climbing. It's hard to climb a tree. Let's take a break here.
To the top. Not that bad of a hike, actually. here, guys. Top of the mountain. Took us maybe 15 minutes. Not a bad hike at all. So you can see how far the Great Salt Lake has gone back. They're back to here for the winter and fall. Kind of ebbs and flows. We're parked down over this ridge right here. Hopefully you can hear me. We're gonna go over in these rocks here. Just check them out. I love the way the shadows lie across the Great Salt Lake from the clouds out there. It's pretty amazing. So way out there is the causeway we drove in on, and then we just worked our way up to here. This island's pretty big. Right now it's about 55 degrees and windy, so I've got my wool pea coat on. We're just here for the day, so no backpacks this time, and we're just hanging out at the top of Buffalo Point, taking in the view. Don't throw rocks. There's a campsite down there called Ladyfinger that I was going to camp at last weekend, and it's a hike-in only campsite. There's only 5 sites. You have to reserve it. Had it reserved and paid for, and it rained buckets all weekend, so I didn't even go. I just donated $23 to the state of Utah. It's actually like $15 to reserve it, but there was an $8 convenience fee, which is absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, haven't experienced that yet. I still plan to. Today we're just killing some time on a nice afternoon. Something to do to keep these guys busy too. Back down we go. Back to the car. We're gonna try to spot some animals up close. We're going to check out the water for sure. Give you a look at the Great Salt Lake if you're not from Utah or you've never been to it. I'm just amused sometimes. Different kinds of hikers there are. 2 dudes in flannel shirts and baseball hats. Big old beer in each hand. Hiking up to the top of the mountain. Kind of amusing. When I think hiking, I don't think. Walked around with an oversized, biggest can of beer to the top of the mountain. It just seems weird to me. It's just not. I think backpacks and trail mix and fresh water and fun. Some people just think alcohol. Get drunk and climb that mountain. way out there is the lake. We're gonna hike down there. Oftentimes the water's way up here, but it's really down low. We're gonna hike way out there and check it out firsthand as soon as we throw our trash away. Right? Ready to go?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, down into the sand.
Remember?
See that trail?
Yeah.
That's where we're going. Now you might think that these are rocks, but they're not. This is sand and salt combined. And it's hard like a rock, but if you were to lick that, it'd taste salty. Want to lick it?
No! It's not clean! Lick it! Lick it!
Okay,
Lick it.
alright. That is a buffalo track. I'll give you some perspective. There's my hand. Big old buffalo, huh? Right there.
I got my hand inside it!
Yeah, it's muddy. Get up. It's
Come
muddy.
Inside it.
We're still not there. We still have a ways to go.
Let's speed you up in the wind.
I don't know which was the longer hike. Top of Buffalo Point from the car to the freaking lake. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Great Salt Lake, if you can hear me at all. 75 miles long, my friends. Look at the foam. Ew, look at the salty sea foam. Up. Let go of it. Let it fly.
Oh, I know what I want to throw into the water.
What?
Oh!
Our car is way over there.
Can I throw? Never mind. Bugs under a rock.
They're dead. These aren't.
Dude,
These are dead.
Foam into the water?
There's no living bugs.
It looks like there's soap in the water. Where's a good spot for your day? Here. Again?
Fix your J.
Water.
J for jacked up. Ride it. Cool. You had to write my name? There's no I in my name, but that's all right.
Oh.
We're gonna head back to the car, and if it was warm, we'd splash around in that, all kinds of fun, and then go home and shower all the salt off. It's incredibly salty, way more salty than the ocean. So I did not stick the GoPro in the water for that very purpose. Maybe this is waterproof, but salt is very corrosive. Don't want to risk it. So no underwater shots of the Great Salt Lake, sorry. Maybe if I was on a boat way out there and had a backup GoPro. So we're gonna walk back to the car, drive around a bit more, and try to get some good animal shots if possible. It's a dead seabird. This is really cool. It's basically crystallized salt. It's not quite hard, soft and crumbly, but that's all salt. Salt crystals.
Oh.
Yeah.
Remember how
Taste it.
No.
Just put it on your tongue. It won't hurt you.
No.
It's just salty.
No, Murphy. You made a. Murphy has some at home.
Yeah, I know.
But I would. But he never lets us sleep.
So now we've driven over to the east side of the island, and right up here on the hill are buffalo. Unfortunately, I can't zoom in with my GoPro, so right now I'm gonna switch to my cell phone. The sound sucks, but the video's really good, and I'm gonna be able to zoom in. Speaking of my cell phone, I'm gonna be able to zoom in and get some really good footage of these guys right off the road. There are a lot of people out here trying to get pictures. Well, at this point, we're gonna have to call the trip a day. It's about 3:30 p.m. We've been here a couple hours, 2.5 hours. The problem is I have a nail in my tire. I just noticed it. The air is not coming out of my tire at all, but I don't want to risk being out here on the island and not be able to get it repaired. But I'll give you a peek at it real quick. You can see all the people checking out the buffalo. So here it is, right here. You can see that. So we will say goodbye to the Great Salt Lake at Antelope Island until I decide to come up here and camp, which I definitely am going to do in the very near future. I'm Utah Steve. Thanks for joining me for another outdoor adventure, and Dylan and Jude. And we'll see you in the next video. Say goodbye, guys.